Welcome back, everyone. We will start our course of Section 4, Changes of Supply. When any factor that influences selling plans other than the price of the good changes, there is a change in supply. There are 6 main factors bring changes in supply. The first one is price of factors of production. The prices of the factors of production used to produce a good influences its supply. To see this influence, think about the supply curve as the minimum supplied price curve. If the price of factor of production rises, the lowest price that the producer is willing to accept for the good rises, so supply decreases. For example, during 2008, as the price of jet fuel increased, the supply of air travel decreased. Similarly, a rise in minimum wage decreases the supply of hamburgers. The second one is prices of related goods. The price of related goods that firms produce influence supply. For example, if the price of energy gel rises, firms switch production for bars to gel. The supply of energy bars decreases. Energy bars and energy gel are substitutes in production, goods that can be produced by using the same resources. If the price of beef rises, the supply of cowhide increases, so beef and cowhides are complements. The third one is expected future prices. If expected future price of good rises, the return from selling the goods in the future increases and is higher than it is today. So supply decreases today and increases in the future. Then is the number of suppliers. The larger the number of firms that produce a good, the greater is the supply of the goods. As new firms enter industry, the supply in the industry increases. As firm leaves the industry, the supply in that industry decreases. The term technology is used broadly to mean the way that factors to production are used to produce a good. A technology change occurs when a new method is discovered that lower the cost of producing a good. For example, new methods used in the factories that produce computer chips have lowered the cost and increased the supply of chips. Last one is the state of nature. It includes all natural forces that influence production. It includes the state of weather and more broadly the natural environment. Good weather can increase the supply of many agricultural products, and bad weather can decrease their supply. Good weather can increase the supply of many agricultural products, and bad weather can decrease their supply. Extreme natural events such as earthquakes, tornadoes, and hurricanes can also influence supply. Figure 3.4 illustrates an increase in supply. When supply increases, the supply curve shifts rightwards and the quantity supplied at each price is larger. For example, at $1 per bar. On the original supply curve, the blue one, the quantity supplied is 6 million bars a week. On the new supply curve, the red one, the quantity supplied is 15 million bars a week. Look closely at the numbers in the table in figure 3.5 and check that the quantity supplied is larger at each price. Finally, let's talk about the difference between change in the quantity supplied and the change in supply. Changes in the influence on selling plans bring either a change in the quantity supplied or a change in supply. Equivalently, they bring either a movement along the supply curve or a shift of the supply curve. A point on the supply curve shows the quantity supplied at a given price. A movement along the supply curve shows a change in the quantity supplied. When the price of the good changes, there is a movement along the supply curve and a change in the quantity supplied, shown by the blue arrows on supply curve as 0. When any other influence on selling plan changes, there is a shift of the supply curve and a change in supply. An increase in supply shifts the supply curve rightwards from S0 to S1, and a decrease in supply shifts the supply curve leftwards from S0 to S2. Above are the contents of the fourth section. See you in the next section.